What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robbie from Pastor Rob Fishing. But today is January the 10th. It is officially 2025. Tournament season has already began down south, and I am in the shop today and I am prepping to begin my tournament season in February. So if you've watched my last couple of videos, you know that I'm going to fish the Toyota Series as a pro this year, as a boater. And I've been going back and forth, and still up until just a couple weeks ago, fishing the Central Division or fishing the Plains Division. I really like the schedule of that Plains Division, being on the Ozarks twice and then Kentucky Lake. But for my work schedule, it's not as doable, it's not as feasible for my work schedule. So I am sticking with the Central Division this year, Toyota Series, as a boater. So that is Pickwick Lake, February the 5th through the 7th, Chickamauga Lake, March 18th through the 20th, and of course Guntersville, May 14th through the 16th, I believe. And I really, what's really neat to me is in this Central Division, we have a very good opportunity, I believe, to fish a pre-spawn, a spawn, and a post-spawn event all on the Tennessee River. Absolutely, Guntersville is going to be post-spawn. Absolutely, Pickwick is going to be pre-spawn. Chickamauga is kind of the deciding factor there if we get to do that. If we get a cold snap or cold March, maybe that doesn't happen, but I think there's a very high likelihood that we get a pre-spawn, a spawn, and a post-spawn tournament this year. So we're going to break down Pickwick. I spent a few days down there last week. I hadn't been on Pickwick in a few years. I was really hoping that first tournament would be Guntersville. I love Guntersville in February. But we're headed to Florence, Alabama, to Pickwick Lake. Pickwick Lake is 55 miles long. It is a river basin on the Tennessee, on the TVA. It offers a lot of ledges. It is known for its ledge fishing. There are some creeks, some larger creeks, some smaller creeks that it offers as well, especially toward the northern end of the lake into Tennessee and Mississippi. Pickwick is unique in that regard. You can fish Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, and all in the same body of water. So that is a unique thing as well. But I'm going to spend just a few moments. I'm going to get you here on my chest, and we're going to look at my Garmin map, and we're just going to break the lake down. We're going to break it down in 3 sections. But for those of you that are preparing for that tournament, maybe you're a co-angler, or maybe you have another tournament at Pickwick Lake, and you haven't been on the lake, or it's been a while since you've been on the lake, hopefully this is a refresher for you. It's informative for you. But let's get you behind the Garmin, and let's break Pickwick Lake down. All right, guys, so here we are. We're behind the Garmin. This is Pickwick Lake. The tournament, hold on. I'm going to hide my waypoints so you all don't get all my waypoints. Be sneaky like that. But this is Pickwick Lake. Again, 55 miles long, TVA lake. It sits in between Wilson here on the southeast end, and this is where we're taking out of in Florence. Right here at McFarland Park. You'll see my boat emblem there. I'm actually in Kentucky. I'm not at McFarland Park. But we're going to call this the south end of the lake, and we're going to break the lake up into three sections. Kind of this McFarland Park area to the Natchez Trace Bridge, then Natchez Trace Bridge up to Bear Creek. That'll be our middle section, and then from Bear Creek up to the Pickwick Dam. So that is kind of how we're going to break it down, and we'll start down here at the lower end, the south end, the Florence end, and I think that it will absolutely play. And here is where it's going to play. This Wilson Dam is going to play. It's the early February. There's going to be some big bags weighed in out of that current. When they are pouring water out, those smallmouth absolutely love to get in that current, set up behind some rocks or some stumps, and wait for a meal to come by. And there are some guys that are really, really good at fishing this way. I am not one of them. But this is absolutely going to play. This is the horseshoe area that's notorious, very popular. It's absolutely going to play. So you'll see you have some bridges that go overhead as well, which means there's pilings there that's going to break up current. That will play. And then something sneaky that I think might play. Maybe not many people would think to do this or will do it, but this little canal right here that leads to the lock, there's always fish in these canals. So that canal that locks into Wilson, that could play, and that is all very close to takeoff. That's going to play. The other thing that I think will play in this lower section is this 7 Mile Island. There will be fish caught in and around that island with different tactics and things of that nature. But this will be an area where some fish are caught as well. So then we get up here to the middle section, and you see there's Waterloo, there's Bear Creek, another very popular area on Pickwick Lake. A lot of ledges, a lot of flats in this area. You got Bear Creek in this area. This is the largest creek on the lake, and you can see it's pretty good in size there, running off to the south end. There will be fish caught in Bear Creek. And there will be fish caught in this area. And then lastly, we got our north section of the lake here, the Pickwick Landing. This is Counts, Tennessee up here. A lot of tournaments go out of there. You got your J.P. Coleman Park here. A lot of tournaments go out of there. This is actually the Mississippi side of the lake. And this is Yellow Creek. There will be fish caught in Yellow Creek. Very popular place, but again, a lot of ledges, and you still have a lot of flat area here as well. But I would say, at least for me, there's some very popular ledges in this section of the lake. Yellow Creek is very popular as well. Now, to get to Yellow Creek from Florence, Alabama, for me, it's about 42-minute run. I'm in a 721 Phoenix with the 250. That's absolutely loaded down with tackle. About 42 minutes. So there will be guys that will absolutely make that run up to Yellow Creek, up to the Counts, Tennessee area, because this is This is a very, very elementary, quick breakdown of Pickwick Lake. So give me your thoughts, your opinions. What section of the lake you think this is going to be won on? I'm curious to kind of see. I have my own thoughts as well. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm excited to get this season started. Less than a month away now. But I'm going to try to put out some video content every week, and try to be faithful to that. So next week, I'm going to go through my rod box. I'm going to show you everything that I have tied on in preparation for practice. And so again, if you're fishing a tournament, or if you're just going down there to fish, if you're a co-angler, maybe you can get some ideas there as well. But we're going to look at my rods and what I have tied on, and how I think they may play out. But make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for that. I hope it will be very informative for you as well. But remember, God loves you. I love you. God bless you.